Tell me about this right here.
All right. So the next one is a movie called Gunfight at Rio Bravo. Now it stars, I never can say his name. He's Russian, I believe. It's Alexander. Hold on, Nevsky. And he's a guy who's he was like on a Mr. Olympian or something like that.
Oh.
Let's see, what is it? Mr. Universe. He was a 3-time Mr. Universe, and I've seen him in some other action movies. Showdown in Manila, Maximum Impact, that have Mark Dacascos and Oliver Grenier, and people like Olivier Grenier and stuff like that. Grunner, however you say his name. Anyway, so I was interested in watching the movie because I like him as an action guy sometimes, and you're usually those throwaway, straight to video, not great action movies, so I didn't have high hopes for it. But I didn't realize till I went into it, or until I got it, that it also had Olivier Grunner in it, who is the guy. He's the French Thai boxer guy that's in that Angel Town movie that I love.
Yes.
It's him. And then Matthias Hughes, who's the I Come in Peace guy, which I love. I'll watch anything he does. So I was like, I got to check it out. So I go into the movie with this very low expectations, thankfully, because it needed it. It's not horrible. It's actually not a bad little Western, but it is kind of cheese. It's Matthias Hughes spends nearly the entire movie saying nothing in a jail cell. He gets a little action later, so that kind of bummed me out. But it fit the part he was doing. I just, as a fan, I want to see him kick somebody's ass. Yeah. When you throw, this part is my own issue. You've got two guys that are known for being martial arts villains or heroes in Grunner and Hughes. And so you get excited, am I going to get to see some martial arts action? People don't know this. You probably don't know this either. I've always in the back of my mind had this dream movie project of all these famous martial artists doing a Western.
Okay.
Almost like a Magnificent Seven with like Van Damme and Seagal and Chuck Norris and Don the Dragon Wilson and being outlaws and karate fighting and gun. I've always thought about this since I was younger. And so I'm like, this could be
it finally.
Yeah, the Expendables kind of did that. I was like excited when that came out. And I'm like, now we need this with karate. And they did Triple Threat, and it kind of gave me that. But it wasn't all the old school guys that I wanted. So this one, we get 3 kicks in the movie from Grunner, and it was like a very lame fight scene. Not lame like he was bad. It's just a quick thing. The rest of it's all shootouts. So I'm like, okay, fine. But the movie's okay. The problem is, I guess my biggest issue with the movie as an independent film, that's a lower budget film, that's just a straightforward Western, I guess it's fine. Some of the performances are cheese. It's a bunch of actors that you've never heard of, that kind of thing. He felt like he was in a different movie than the rest of them.
Yikes.
Like visually. Yikes. Like everybody's got the mustaches and the dusters and the chaps and this. And he's walking around half the movie in like a cowboy hat with like just like a brown vest and some blue jeans that look like he got at the Gap. And a T-shirt that he would wear like today.
Were they sparkle jeans?
No. Like that. But then when he finally decides he's gonna, because he's the mysterious hero, when he goes and puts on his badass outfit for the final fight, he's wearing like this leather jacket that looks like something Ghost Rider would wear, and black hat. He doesn't look like he's with the rest of these people.
Gotcha.
It's like he's in a different Western movie. It's like somebody had tried to take a Western and modernize it and make him badass, and he's not in the movie with the rest of those people. That was my biggest issue outside of, the normal stuff of the cheesy acting, and it's kind of super low budget. It is what it is. It's not a good movie. It's kind of a forgettable throwaway. Here's my biggest problem with this movie overall. They're doing a sequel called The Taken at Rio Bravo.
Okay.
It's announced at the end of the movie. It says this character will return and Taken at Rio Bravo. So I'm like, what? So I look it up, and damn it, Cynthia Rothrock and Don the Dragon Wilson are going to be in it. So now I have to watch it.
Your dreams are coming true.
They are, but they're not in the same movie with Oliver and Olivia. But he lives, so he could come back. But Matthias Hughes isn't. But what totally threw me off is this is based on a true story of a guy. What? So it actually had the picture of the guy he's playing and the information about who he was.
The perfect ending.
What he did, yes. So I had no idea it was based on her. I just thought it was a movie he wrote.
Did he even look like the guy?
I don't know. But the guy I think was really Russian, and it was a real thing.
Wow.
So
that's cool.
Give props for that.
Okay. Well, I might have to watch it.
It's not a great movie. It's not a good movie. It's just kind of
It's a movie.
It is what it is. But if you like those kind of things, I like.
And it's based on a true story.
It is
That's
loosely.
the selling
It's
point.
loosely based on a true man.
Okay.
It's kind of like that RRR movie where it's just based on this guy.
Yeah, based on
in a
these people
scenario that he
were
did,
around.
and they did their own thing with it.
Lord.
Check it out. Decide for yourself. It's
All
available now on Blu-ray or no, just DVD and on demand from Shout Factory.
Shout.
It's actually from Shout Studios. I don't know if you know that Shout Factory has their own studio.
Oh, good for them.
So they have certain movies that actually produce these movies.
Wow.
And so they put this one out.
Okay.
So now I eagerly wait the next one to see what's up. And on top of that, Cynthia just started a Kickstarter that she's doing a Western as well. It said, look out, Gina Carano, the real female icon, martial artist, whatever, because Gina Carano did a Western that failed miserably.
It wasn't bad.
The movie's fine. It just didn't make any money.
Well, because she did it on that weird network.
She did on Daily Wire, and it still hasn't come out to Blu-ray or anything. You have to join Daily Wire. And so, anyway.
Moving on.